All right, now, time to get some opinions about the happenings in the world of sports. Time now for The Pit. And joining us tonight from St. Louis Sports Magazine, we have Dave Green. Thanks for coming in. And from 590 The Fan, just call him E-Mak. Thanks for coming in, Evan. Good to see you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Wow, and he dressed up for this, too. That is a heck of a combination he's wearing tonight.
With you guys.
Popular man, mostly as a...
Let's begin, first of all, talking about the AFC Championship game. New England Patriots, 18-0, first team ever to be 18-0 in the NFL. Are they the greatest team in the history of the sport?
Well, they will be one of them if they win the Super Bowl. I mean, everybody's waiting. You know, you have the owners up there talking about 18-0. They've got to go 19-0. But they were able to run the football, and they were able to play defense in the red zone.
Yeah, as Dave said, they can run the football now. They go to Maroney today, who has a touchdown and over 120 yards rushing. And then you look around what they've been doing all season. They've been airing it out 75% of their passes, rather of their plays this year have been passes. And they can do it with the run, so they can do it any way possible.
You speak of Lawrence Maroney, and Frank brought up a great note earlier about all the guys who played football here in St. Louis going on to play in a Super Bowl like this. But, Frank, when you look at this team, we talk a lot about the running attack today, but does it begin and end with Tom Brady?
Well, it does, and it says of the greatness of the Patriots is, you know, the guy didn't have his fastball today, and it was really bad at times, and they still win the game. And, you know, this Maroney and this combination with Falk, Kevin Falk is never mentioned, but every big third down, Brady finds Kevin Falk, and the two of them together, it's just magic.
The best thing about Lawrence Maroney is the way he runs. He runs extremely hard when he's going not just between the tackles but even to the outside, punishes the defensive players. Eli Manning of the Giants today, did he have a coming out party? I mean, who knew he could be this good?
I mean, it's unbelievable. And you look back to the last game of the season against the Patriots when he threw 4 touchdowns, just 1 interception, and he hasn't thrown a pick throughout the entire playoffs while he was tied for the league lead with 20 during the regular season. So there you go.
And it all comes back to, I don't know how you feel, Dave, but Coughlin playing his regulars in that final regular season game against the Patriots, and everybody said, oh, you can't do it, you got nothing to play for. No, that gave the Giants, you know, some confidence.
Well, it did, a confidence in a loss, but it all comes back to Eli Manning. I had a chance to cover Eli Manning in college. They threw the same label on him as they did on Peyton. Couldn't win the big game, wasn't a big leader. He threw all of that away today. This was a heroic performance by Eli Manning today.
Heroic.
10 straight wins on the road, too, for that team. That's pretty incredible. Brett Favre, his last pass is an interception of this season. But is it indeed his last pass of his career? Does he come back?
It shouldn't be the last pass of his career. He should come back. He has something left. He looked his age today, but remember, he had to get them there first. So I don't think we should put this guy out to the pasture yet. And does Green Bay really believe Aaron Rodgers can do what Brett Favre was able to do for this team this year?
Yeah, he's been pretty good, Rodgers, in those little bit roles, but there's no way Favre is going to make his last pass an interception. You're the Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. You still throw as hard and as well as anybody in the league. He's coming back, I believe.
Yeah, I believe he's coming back also. And why wouldn't he come back? Look at the way he's playing.
19-0, Patriots win the Super Bowl? Are we going there, or are we going to say upset?
I don't think the New York Giants will upset them, but I don't like that 14-point line they put out today by a team that just lost to them by 3 in a game that didn't mean as much to them as it did to New England.
I think the last time a team was a 14-point favorite was the Rams against those Patriots. That didn't work out.
No. Giants can run the football with Bradshaw and Jacobs. They can also rush the passer, so they have the ingredients that can make it a close game.
A little bit of time left now. Let's talk some baseball. Troy Glaus, new third baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals, came into town this weekend. Big guy, 6'5", plus 250 some odd plus pounds as well. Will we all forget about Scott Rowland by the end of this upcoming season?
No, because he can't play the same defense, and he's a 250 career hitter hitting behind Albert Pujols. But will he help? Absolutely. This guy can drive in runs. Tony La Russa, I have a feeling it's going to move him all over that lineup. But this guy can certainly help this team win games.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 35 home runs and 100 RBIs. I think that's going to more than offset the great defense Rowland's going to give you. This is John Mozeliak's best move.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think bringing Troy Glaus here was a good move. Yeah, it's a loss to lose Scott Rowland, but he didn't want to be here, so irreconcilable differences. Bye.
But if Troy doesn't put up the big numbers, do we start bringing up that whole question about steroids?
I don't think so. I mean, I just don't think. Will it be asked? Sure, it's going to be asked, and he's going to have to answer those questions. But Troy Glaus has put up the numbers. You look at his career before the steroids and after the steroids, and they all look the same.
This isn't Brady Anderson with 12 home runs and all of a sudden 50. I mean, he hit him before roids, and he'll hit him after roids.
I have no questions that need to be answered regarding Troy Glaus and steroids. They're all answered in my head.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here tonight. We greatly appreciate it. E-Mak coming dressed to the T, baby.
I appreciate it.
That's Sports Plus for this Sunday. Thanks for staying with us. Have a good night, everyone, and a great week.